DigiDriver coming at you with another Flight Simulator X Steam Edition stream with the flight attendant Mrs. DigiDriver alongside. We are flying the beautiful Tenku Developers Studio Boeing 787-900 series with the American livery on it. This thing is a beaut. And today we are departing from Tango Juliet Sierra Juliet Marin International San Juan, Puerto Rico. We are going to go on a brief trip, probably brief trip because we're going to be on a very brief flight here to St. Maarten. Yes, I am that crazy. I'm going to take this plane and fling it down to St. Maarten in probably a little bit less than an hour's time. But we're not going to make time unless we get going. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and assume that we're boarded and the jetway's been retracted. So let's see what we're going to do. I have the flight plan on Navigraph charts, so I'm going to fire up chart service on just so I have it available. Let's go ahead. So get my dashboard set. Okay, there we go. So Tango Juliet Sierra Juliet to Tango Charlie. Let's go ahead. Get the airport diagram set. So I'm probably going to be taxiing via Sierra to get to 8 because winds are calm right now, and basically I'm pretty much going to pick the longest runway here. And I don't think we're going to get up to flight level 00. I think the best we're going to do is flight level 250 instead of the airspeed. Let's give ourselves a little extra buffer there. And yeah. If you'll pardon the noises, for some reason, whenever I start up FSX Steam Edition, my startup scenario is corrupted and my planes always start roaring to go full throttle autopilot program like I'm going somewhere. So that might get fixed if I reinstall the game, but right now I am too lazy to do that, so I'm just not going to care. So passengers loaded. We've got pitot heat turned on, got lights on. We have every light on? I don't think we do. Okay, so that's all. Yeah, take the panel light off. Let's go ahead to begin. Let's see, do we have the ability to get pushback? Yes, we do. Let's go ahead and do dragon departure. And we're going to do a straight pushback. And we will see what happens. Here comes the pushback truck, straight through some walls.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Hello, sir. So the flaps are set, we're just waiting to see what they do.
Locking gear.
Excellent. And for everybody that's coming on board, watching the replay, thanks so much. Coming alongside with us, we're going to be flying to Princess Juliana Airport, and we'll see how this goes. Lorndor, thanks for the host. Appreciate that.
Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Let's go ahead and get the parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, so we're pushing back. Let's go ahead and get the fuel set and start the engines. Let's start engine 1. And 1 is rising. And there we go. Probably doing all sorts of wrong stuff, but again, just enjoying the flight tonight. Right now, because of the fact that I'm using a tablet and not a full flight simulation rig, I'm not going to have the horsepower to do a bunch of stuff on networks like Batson Pilot Edge alongside of streaming, side of a study level craft like a PMDG 777, so not worried about it right now. Most likely be taxiing out via
Set parking brakes.
Sierra to 8. Check the map. November to Sierra. November Sierra to either all the way to the end of Sierra or like Sierra. Probably going to use the whole runway. Because we paid for the runway, might as well use the whole runway, right? Enough of it.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass bin removed.
Looks like it. Let's go ahead and zoom in. See what's up with Hope. And shadows off for frame rate. But it really does give you perspective of how big the plane is as opposed to shoulders.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
And there's the dude seeing us off. So the pushback truck is going back in. And not much else. I think that's about it. Let's get set. For the truck traffic to drive through. Like I said, we are flying out to St. Maarten today. Been on a bit of a Caribbean kick lately, and I don't know how many of you guys are doing it. Holiday flights or whatnot, but I hope that if you are traveling, that you have a great time. Don't mind me if it's too high. I try to keep my volume up because I have a automatic mic that has noise gating. So if my volume drops beneath a certain point, audio actually cuts out. Because for some reason I can't figure out how to do push to talk in OBS. Because it just doesn't want to work. Let's see, so it's me. I have Mrs. DigiDriver on board, and also I have my very first officers. My cat my cat has decided to join us for the stream. Just chilling out on a nice, relaxed flight to St. Maarten. We'll say for some odd reason the trim bananas. So while I'm taxiing down Sierra, let's go ahead and get set. Actually, see something. Let's check the flight plan. So let's see. Or if any of the waypoints are weak. So juice might actually. So we picked the TJ intersection. Juice is 135 nautical miles in the other direction, which of course makes sense. Okay, so juice is set. If juice is set, then we'll take T. But man, there goes my Twitch career. Let's see. Oh, never go. I had it all. Sure. So, I'm gonna check the outbound. And well, fortunately enough, Hamar is not far off the 080 radial for the VOR at the airport. So we will just extrapolate our exit, which is basically driver ease for saying just figure stuff out as we go. Okay, so we are basically where we need to be. Let's go ahead and make sure that trim is set. Okay. Trim should about be good at this point. Let's go ahead and get those runway lights on. We're on. Let's do the courteous thing, which is basically check to make sure we actually do have the to ourselves. One last look at the beautiful LatinVFR San Juan scenery. Actually did a flight to here from Philadelphia on my YouTube channel, which is the Simulator Concierge, in case you're curious. That was an evening flight, flying to Princess Juliana daytime. And let's go ahead and get set. Set. Lights are on. Set the heading for 080 takeoff. Set the rate of probably 2,800 feet per minute, because this thing is, again, a beast of a jet. Okay, I'd pretty much say we're ready to go at this point. To do, which is set our weather. So that should do it. Set the connection. Probably pause for a brief moment. Get weather set. And there we go. Check for stability. Looks like we're doing pretty good. Let's go. Airspeed's alive. Way past 80 knots. See if we can do rotation. And we are up. Positive rate, you're up. Set the climb, set the speed, and set the heading. Just got irritated for a moment. I had to actually adjust my headset. Pretty good job of climbing. Let's get the flaps all the way in. Alright, let's check where we are. Yeah, absolutely. This thing does a great job getting out of Dodge. Into the clouds. We are leaving San Juan. Okay, so we're not hitting the juice just yet. I gotta get to Homer and Nail first. So about 2,800 feet per minute. Giving my engines a little bit of breathing room. Again, to everybody on board the stream right now or watching on the replay, thanks for coming along. This is DigiDriver alongside this is DigiDriver and my very first officer, Cat, here. We are flying from San Juan to St. Maarten for a Christmas getaway, if you will. And it looks like we've actually broken through cloud cover. Texture direct soft clouds providing some beautiful clouds for us to fly through and over. And thanks everybody that's joining us on the stream tonight. Really appreciate that. Go ahead and turn a little bit to stay on point. Okay, almost at 10,000 feet. Actually, it's kind of funny. I said top of climb for flight level 250. I actually don't think we're going to get up that high. We are already at 9,000 feet. And we're barely, what, like 15 minutes into the flight? Okay, 20. Okay, 10,000 feet. Lights off. And let's go ahead and stretch our legs. Let's get this thing up to 380 knots and see where we stand. And with that, let's see if we can punch up the climb rate a little bit more. Yeah, I'm not going to expect too much. I'm not going to try to push this thing too hard to get to 25,000. If we do, great. If we don't, I'm not even worried about it. I really am shooting for relatively short flight time. And yeah, we're already getting above cloud cover. Last and all. $1,700 on the way up to flight level 250. But hopefully we won't have to use any kind of speed boost tonight. Let's see. Okay, so 150, let's start pitching down for speed. Get climb rate down to 2,000 feet per minute. And turn a little bit more to the right. So let's pitch 5 degrees right to a direct nail. We are definitely getting up in airspeed. That's great. It's a good thing. I like getting more airspeed. Less airspeed's a problem. Still looking pretty good for the climb. Running 0.905. And now that I know that we actually have some pretty good airspeed, let's reintroduce some climb rate. Right, level 180. Altimeter reset. Which again, I never did. I always seem to forget to set the altimeter when we take off. It's never a problem when I fly on a network, because obviously with VATSIM they're going to tell you what the altimeter is before you even take off. Okay, let's get the airspeed up some more. And since we're above flight level 180 anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, indicating that it is safe to move about the cabin. For your own safety though, we request that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you're in your seat during this short flight. We'll start our in-flight beverage service shortly.
Okay, so we're already configured to go direct juice. This is going to be a short flight for sure. So let's go ahead. We are just about touching nail right now. I'm going to go direct juice at this time. A little bit less than a half an hour into a stream, probably about 15 minutes into the flight. And it looks like we will make 3250 after all. Thanks again to everybody joining us live or on the replay. This is DigiDriver with a beautiful, beautiful flight to St. Maarten. Stoke those motors a little bit more. Outside, take a look at the plane. We are above the Caribbean right now. Now don't get me wrong, but I think that's St. right off to our 3 o'clock right there. Somewhere underneath all those clouds, we have actually departed from San Juan on the way to Princess Juliana Airport in St. Maarten. We are basically fully established, even over the 440 knot cruising speed at flight level 250. Engines are happy they got a break. Basically about 84 nautical miles out. So, given that this is pretty much an almost ridiculously short flight, I'm probably going to be beginning my descent in another 20 nautical miles or so. Which on the one hand is actually kind of interesting because, like I said before, I probably didn't need to go all the way up to flight level 250. So after Juice, there's like 3 more waypoints to go if we actually get to Princess Juliana. So while we're up here, might as well wait for the approach. So the waypoints that I've selected are basically going to line me up with the runway, and the only arrival that they have basically takes waypoints from pretty much almost any direction and joins them ultimately to which then basically takes me into the airport. So no question about it, this is definitely a visual approach to A. Alright, 63, 62, okay. There we go. Well, weather up here. So let's go ahead and get set. So at this point drops where I was playing around with speed. I think I actually do want to drop a lot of speed because I do want to make sure I'm not going to come in extremely hot. Let's get down to 3 first and cabin.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. In preparation for landing, please make sure your seat bags and tray tables are in the upright and fully locked position. We'll be making a final pass through the cabin to pick up any service items and we'll be on the ground shortly.
And when they say shortly, we mean shortly. So we've got 50 nautical miles to go and we are descending from flight level 220. Let's actually get the weather for Princess Juliana. So right now, winds are 0 at 0 at 5, which is great because basically landing runway airport 10. Come on, tell me that at least. Right, so runway is going to be a 1-0. Slight bit of confusion on my part is because in the acceleration pack missions in FSX Steam Edition, they basically call that as runway 9er, but I forget about things like runway renumberings due to, I guess, changes in what is that, magnetic variation or something like that. Trekking along as you start getting really down there. We got less than 40 nautical miles to go. And the altimeter for Princess Juliana is 3005. Good evening to everybody joining us. We're actually all the way down right now, Princess Juliana. So here we go, 3005. Nautical miles to go. I figure even if I'm like 10,000 feet, get down to Juice, I should probably be okay because I've got 3 more waypoints. And this thing likes to swing really wide, so I might corkscrew down to 3,000 before I line up with the approach, but we'll see. Okay, so my cat has returned to help supervise the landing. Hopefully that means I'll have a lower landing rate than some of my prior landings in the past. Looks like we're getting down there pretty well. I tell you what, to help us make a smoother landing, I'm probably just going to go direct to which is probably 30 degrees to my right. So 142. Okay, so we'll take that off of VOR and go 142 heading. And busting the speed limit as we descend as well. So below 10,000 feet, we'll get the taxi and landing lights on. Yep, there we go. Not too much longer before we're on the ground, folks. And since we're below 10,000, I'm going to go ahead and decrease the rate of descent and see if we can bleed some airspeed. Down to 6,000. I think we should be okay for the approach at this point. The FAA is probably going to have some words with me about my airspeed on approach, but we'll take it in stride. So the 0902 radial could theoretically bring us all the way in, which might not be a bad idea, to be honest. Elora and the other, and Illuma are basically going to be a couple nautical miles off to the left of the radial. Dropping down beneath the clouds at this point almost. Okay, let's go ahead and start extending some flaps. Nope, no match. Degrees flaps is set, and we are almost at Gouda. Okay, so it's really not that far now at this point. So at this point, we are officially on the Uluba 1 arrival into St. Maarten. Let's jump outside and see what it looks like out there. Now I do have dynamic scenery turned on. I just don't know if we're going to see any cruise ships. We might. Water looks fantastic. Mrs. DigiDriver was just commenting on the water effects. I think that's one of the biggest features of the sim and how they got that effect to work. Bring a little bit to the left to set up for landing. Oh my gosh, I'm watching a YouTube video. Don't know if you guys follow a guy named Crazy Russian Hacker. He's a pretty successful YouTuber who's done things and tried like tech and gadgets. And he has like a personal sized egg maker, like just a small enough like frying pan, one egg, which it's kind of fantastic. Not that long till we get there. At this point, I say it's safe to say we can go full visual. Drop down to, I think it would drop down to 2,500 and see if we could just get under the cover. set it for flaps. It's 10, I think. And let's put the gear down. Alright, so we got the goal in sight. Don't see the airport or the runway just yet, but I think they are that way. Okay, looks like we have the runway in sight. And my aircraft. And we'll go flaps 25. Spoilers are armed. Brake 1. Yourselves corrected for the approach.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate.
Flaps at this point, we should be fully committed. Auto brake is set, so go. Down. Reversers on. Speed brakes up. Rear nuts. And no braking. Okay, through reversers stowed. Let's get this thing turned around and parked. And let's get cleaned up. was a okay-ish land to me. Okay, we'll pull off here. And lights off. Runway lights, that is. Get over to the heavy parking. There we go, set the parking brakes, get the APU on the bus, overheads on, taxi lights off, and we'll cut the engines. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and call for our cup. Handling by Menzies. Of course, the only problem with this plane is that for some reason the stairs are not in a perfect position, perfectly aligned with the plane. As a matter of fact, they're quite off because there are two loading doors on the side. But whatever the case may be, made it. I think you did actually. Made it here safe. Hopefully my descent rate was decent and not terrible. But since I wasn't an FS clad, I won't know. In fact, it's okay. I'll probably be able to rewatch the stream and figure out what else to do. In the meantime, while I wait to get unloaded, let's go ahead and see. Oh yeah, this place looks nice. This is absolutely totally default FSX Steam Edition scenery, and I do not care. So basically, we're in a pretty good spot to begin any other virtual adventures. Oh look, here comes the bus. Bus is here to pick up the passengers. So I can hear the bus right now. Just waiting to hear the guys getting off the plane. That's one of the things that I like about GSX. Even if I am talking to myself right now, but I do see some folks watching the stream, so I want to say thank you. Thanks for coming along. As the passengers disembark, I'm going to take one last look at the beautiful island of, the area of St. Maarten, and basically the default Princess Juliana Airport scenery that we have. So basically, there we are. I think there are probably at least a few sceneries out there to do this better, so I might want to get off my tail and download some better scenery, at least scenery that gives me some gates that I can pull up to, because I'm pretty sure Princess Juliana Airport in real life is more advanced than this.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
And let's go ahead and get the utility panel up.
Bye, have a good one.
Okay, so let's go ahead and turn wing lights off, nav lights off,
Bye-bye.
keep cabin lights on, turn the panel light off.
Bye, thank you. Bye.
And open the other door. Go ahead and get the loaders into position. Go ahead and disconnect APU because we have ground power connected at this point. And there we go. The fuel truck is there, as you can see. This Tenku Developer Studio 787 does have plenty of other eye candy available, like the unloaders, which are going to be working with the cargo. Let's see if we can get some cargo out, because I'm pretty sure people would like their luggage. Let's see. Okay, chunks are on. Tow truck is alone for now. And there we go. We're getting cargo out. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can successfully call it a night. We have from San Juan to Princess Juliana International, St. Maarten, in the beautiful, powerful beast, the 787-900 from American Airlines, courtesy of Boeing, of course. My name is DigiDriver, alongside the lovely Mrs. DigiDriver. We're going to go ahead and call it a night. Thanks for coming along as well. Have a great evening. Merry Christmas. God bless you. Bye-bye.